Come on. Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back, Carabao. Yeah. We live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Toe Tap Podcast, episode 16. We're doing it still. We're here back. Your host, Eric Peterson, with my brother, JP, again. Just us again today. Excuse you.
Excuse me,
disgusting,
sorry.
vile human being. But yeah, it's just us again. So we're going to be chilling, having a beer, talking about some of the recent stories. I'm drinking a little Coors Light tonight.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I
How about you?
have. So this beer had a near-death experiment. What?
Near-death
experience.
Sure.
Oh my God. Botched that. But look, it was about to die, and it did not. I found it under my seat in my car. Must have fell out of somewhere.
That's gonna explode.
I don't think so. It's been simmering for a while, but we'll open it live.
Okay,
you ready?
Open it live. Here we go.
Nice. It's just domed off. We're good. We're good.
It's like a beer for a toddler. It's got a little nipple. It's like the Gatorade nipple.
Heck yeah, it's the easy drink.
Yeah, the freaking remember those Gatorades? Gosh, they tasted so much better when you could
Twist tops.
The twist tops, so good. Yeah, I think I deserve this Coors Light. Had the student versus staff basketball game today.
What was the stat line?
I dropped a loud 35.
35?
A loud 35. I could not miss. I'm not gonna lie.
You had 35. Is it on YouTube?
So no, it wasn't streamed on Huddle or anything. But I was kind of mad. But we
so
played
loud
against
35. It's the Wilt Chamberlain lost tape,
Dude,
huh?
It is. It was funny because we played like 10 minutes against the middle school student team and then 10 minutes against the high school team. And the first one, I get off the tip. It was Richter who got the tip, and then I pull up, sploosh, and then I come dribble. I get the ball again, sploosh, and I was like, all right, heat check, sploosh. I couldn't miss, and then I kept going and going. It was fun. We were just chucking up shots, and it was a good time. I think we combined score. I think we won like 74-6.
Oh my goodness.
It was bad. None of the basketball players could play, but yeah, it was good to get back out there on the hardwood. It was good.
Right. Yeah. No, that's good. Shake the dust off.
Mom. Yeah. Obviously we have the Super Bowl coming up this Sunday.
Yeah. Big game.
Big game. We've talked about NFL all season long enough. We're going to let it play out. All we're going to say, who do you got?
I got Seahawks. Sam Darnold.
Okay. I got Patriots. Vrabel. Let's go.
Okay.
That's all I got. That's our Super Bowl. If you're pissed off that we're not going to talk more about the Super Bowl, I'm sorry. We're going to
last week.
Yeah, last week we talked about it quite a bit. I think there's a little more pressing news to talk about today, and that is the NBA trade deadline.
Yeah.
That ended at 3:00 today. We're filming on Thursday night here because we had to delay a little bit yesterday, but yeah, big NBA trade deadline, record setting for trades. I think last year, or like the last record was 27 between teams, and this year it went 28.
Jeez.
So it was crazy, but a couple of the blockbusters. I mean, obviously James Harden to the
Cavaliers.
That's interesting to me, like trading away a young guard for an older. I don't know if I like it technically, but
yeah, Garland was he was good. Like he was pretty solid, pretty stout, and he was only getting better each year, but
right. Yeah, because I mean, I don't know. This might be a hot take, but I think James Harden's a little washed, and especially he's like, it doesn't seem like he's entirely focused on basketball at all times. And
but that's kind of been his personality his whole career. He's always kind of been like the nonchalant guy, and nonchalant drop 50 in your face and just be like, yeah, just another day at the office,
Yeah, true. Because he does have that potential to drop 90 every fucking night.
He's got it, but.
Yeah. Also, I mean, everyone is expecting Giannis to go somewhere. I mean, as a Timberwolves fan, it would have been cool, but like, I mean, we talked about it with our buddies too, but like, I just didn't see a world where we could get him without giving up valuable assets like Jaden McDaniels, first
Yeah.
round picks, and like we just didn't have enough assets to like give up, I don't think. And ends up
It seemed like
yeah,
the Bucks were really, really holding strong too. And like
right.
Wolves aren't the only team biting. There's a lot of people in there sending a bunch of stuff. A lot of the trades happened to create stock to throw at the Bucks.
Right.
And the Bucks were just like, they probably kept asking for more and more and more. And then it was probably like, all right, that's too much now.
Yeah. Well,
Which
like
which
the
is, I
war
mean, Giannis is of a freak of nature. He's been MVP twice, or is it once?
I think he's been at once technically. I don't
Okay,
know. I'd have to fact check
he's
that,
been an
but
animal and finals champ, and like I will piggyback on what you said. It would have been sick to have him on the T Wolves, but like my thing going into it was Jaden McDaniels was my non-touchable. I love that guy,
yeah.
and we would have had to dish Julius Randle, Naz Reid, probably. I think I saw
Yeah.
one where it was like Bones Highland, who's played crazy last night.
Yeah. He's
Bones
been
Highland
good.
has been a spark plug off the bench, and he's
Yes.
good. But and it would have been tough if we got Giannis. Then you would have had to quickly figure out how to play with him and be
Mhm.
ready for the final stretch of the season. And
Well, and the thing is
this
he
team's
was
been together.
battling
So.
a little bit of injury too, like right now.
Yeah,
And it wouldn't have been 100% he'd been healthy, but like obviously the Warriors were in the sweepstakes. They ended up trading away um the what's his name? Kaminga. Yep.
hmm
Is that his name? Yeah. But they traded away him, and then they were kind of out of the sweepstakes. There was other teams like they're talking maybe Anthony Davis gets traded. The Mavs might have been in the sweepstake, but like, and then it all kind of fell apart. No one had the assets they're looking for, and Giannis is staying home. But the caveat to that, they said they're probably just going to deactivate him, and he's just going to ride out his contract and go to free agency. So
really, he's gonna sign a bag.
yeah, it's going to be freaking huge. But other NBA, I had a little list here. Let me just pull up that list real quick. Um, oh, hold on. Yeah, because I had like there was a bunch of trades that kind of happened. Obviously, ones that um kind of smaller names. Like I mean, Lonzo Ball moved.
hmm
Um, who else was it? Sorry, I have my list and I closed it and I need to open it up on the trade deadline. Player transactions. Here we go. We can talk about a little bit of the big ones. Mac McClung signed a 2-way contract. Look at that. This is a huge list. Oh my gosh. But yeah, Vucevic goes to the Celtics. I think that's
Yep,
a big winner for him
that's
to get out
gonna
of the
help
Bulls.
them a lot.
Yeah. So like the Bulls kind of cleaned house a little bit was
They
kind of
did.
because they were like competitive, but they weren't winning games, which it's like, okay. But I think they're definitely got a lot of assets in the draft now. Like
Oh
they
yeah,
are gonna be okay. And then the big one with that Kaminga trade, the Warriors get Kristaps Porzingis. And I think that's kind of what they're missing, that big man, which they're kind of missing a center. But I think that'll be good for them. The Warriors are still gonna be a playoff team. The West is freaking stacked, of
always
course. And
is.
I think the West got better. Like the Cavaliers are might be the favorites now. But
Yeah.
and which kind of sucks. But yeah, what else? What else do you want to talk about NBA wise? The Wolves played last night. They played good. They won.
Well, the Wolves in the trade, we got Ao from the Bulls,
Yes,
and
yeah.
I think that's going to be, I think it's going to be really really fun to see him in a Wolves uniform and kind of mix his way into the lineup, whether it be off the bench or working his way into maybe a starting point guard spot. But he's electric, man. Like I watched. To be honest, I'll be up front. Heard the name and I was like, who?
Yeah.
But then
Yeah,
I
yeah.
looked at the stats and I was like, oh, he's one of the leading scorers on the Bulls. And then I looked up his highlights from last season. And the dude was setting into like a solid role like clutch scoring. Like I saw a lot of shot clock expiration shots where he has good vision. He's throwing lobs. He's getting steals. He's throwing it down. And he's a 45% 3-point shooter, which is needed on our team because I kind of compare him to he's going to have like a role, not necessarily going to take it from DiVincenzo, but they're going to kind of be in one and the same role. Like he's going to be subbing out for DiVincenzo, and DiVincenzo has been really good for us, but he's shooting 39% from three, which is good. Yeah. But 45% is better, obviously.
And he's more. I feel like Vincenzo is more of a 2 than a 1. Like, being honest, like I don't. He's not like a natural point guard, but yeah, I mean, the Timberwolves have been, they made 11 threes in the past like 6 games because I keep getting that McDonald's notification. You get free you get a free any size fry if the Wolves make more than 11 threes, and they've been doing that. So I mean, but yeah, I think what's his name again? Oh boy,
it's like Amin some or I don't
even know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, I don't want to disrespect him.
We'll call him
Ayo, that's his first name.
Ayo. But yeah, he's gonna be fun. I think he's gonna mesh well. Especially, he's another young talent. Like, and if you look at our young,
24, I think.
Yeah, like we have Ant, Nas, and him, and Jaden McDaniels. That is a young core.
Oh yeah, and Dillingham kicked the curb in that trade too. But...
And we got rid of Minnesota Mike. That was kind of sad.
But I heard there's a world that he might clear waivers and then sign back with us.
He didn't. He's on the Hornets now because the Bulls traded him to the Hornets.
Yeah.
And the Hornets released. They had 2 guards on their, or like 3 guards, and they released another guy, and it wasn't Mike Conley. So I think they're going to keep Conley. Which
technically, I don't know what the number is, but let's say, in a perfect world, the Wolves get it done and win a finals. Does Conley get a ring because he played almost half the season with the Wolves?
Anybody on the team now, like who was on the team,
even for like a game?
There's a threshold, but it's like it doesn't have to be till All-Star break either. It's like because like there was who was it? JaVale McGee. He was on the team. It was Warriors versus I forget what the situation was.
Oh, yeah, and regardless, he's getting
he would have got a ring. Yeah, regardless. And, like, I feel like that happens.
It's kind of fraudulent, though. Like, if the Wolves do get it done and Conley gets gifted the ring, do you claim that?
I don't think they necessarily claim that as, like, you're an NBA champion. I feel like there's a little bit of an asterisk by it. Like, I would say. Yeah, I mean,
that's tough. That's tough to see Mike go. He wasn't doing much for us. He's old, but just a great dude. I think his whole career he has 0 techs. Like he's just super cool, knows how to play.
Calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah.
He was fun because he like fit well with us, but he just like we need a 1 that can facilitate but also score. And like he would score, but like we do need a young, well, no pun intended, but a young bull. Running the number 1. So I mean, we did indeed. I was kind of looking at ESPN's biggest winners and losers, and to put like the biggest winner of the trade deadline, it's obviously, I think, the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think they made the biggest moves, and they're really setting up for a freaking playoff run right now, and it's kind of scary because I mean,
who's that? I didn't hear you.
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
Cavaliers are freaking good. They were good when they had before all these trades with Garland. They were one of the top teams in the East.
Yeah, I mean, they got rid of Garland and DeAndre Hunter, which wasn't a huge... and Lonzo Ball, so they got rid of 3 guys and then replaced them with James Harden, Keon Ellis, and Dennis Schroeder, who are vets. And, I mean...
I saw a tweet where a guy was like, he's a Cleveland Cavaliers fan. He's like, I got the notification that James is heading to... Cleveland, and I just started breaking down in tears. Like we finally got it, and then I found out it was James Harden, not LeBron James.
Yeah,
damn it.
That's funny. I mean, they were thinking LeBron was gonna go somewhere, but I think he'll go somewhere next year. I don't know about.
I mean,
LeBron,
when is he gonna hang her up?
I don't know. Like I think
he's playing well.
He wants to win one more, dog. I think he does. And then we'll bring up the absolute monstrosity of the Dallas Mavericks. And it was kind of funny what ESPN said. They said the loser of free agency or trade deadline was the former Dallas Mavericks GM. because they basically lost all their assets from the
The
big
Luka trade.
trade, the Luka trade, and they've turned into really nothing. So, and it's basically Cooper Flagg's team, and
Yeah,
it's going to be for the next coming years. They just need to find some, because like we didn't even get to see Kyrie, Cooper, and Anthony Davis play together.
which would have been nasty if
It
they
would
were
have been,
healthy.
but Anthony Davis he's never healthy. Like he's
Ever.
somewhere I stay away from. Like I wouldn't want him on my team because he just
No.
never. He would trip on a paper clip and tear his ACL. But yeah, they said, the Thunder got a little bit of a winner. I don't know who they added. I think they got rid of. They made a shrewd trade of their own. Oh yeah, they got Jared McCain. I'm 2 days into college and I'm 3 lectures behind. That guy, the TikTok
Kellen
boy.
was low key pissed right away because he's like, "Damn it, we got finger paint, man."
Yeah, yeah,
Or
like he's
nail
the
paint.
Caleb. Yeah, he's the Caleb Williams of the NBA.
He's good though. He's good. I think he's actually gonna fit in. Like he looks like a Thunder player, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Like,
Yeah,
he fits right in.
because he was like his rookie year. He had a really good rookie year, and then last year was his second year, I believe.
It was close to All-Star break when he blew his knee out, I thought, and he was having a really good year.
Yeah, he got injured. But yeah, I don't know. Just looking, the Timberwolves obviously are playing well. I would love to see them, actually somewhat take over the West and have some good confidence going into the playoffs, but I mean, I'm kind of scared. Like I don't know, cuz
With
the
the
West
Wolves?
the West is so stacked, man.
We'll finish anywhere from 2 to 5, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
I think the Thunder are gonna snake it out. I do believe that we're the Thunder's kryptonite, and I want them again in another series because we just play so well against them. And I don't know, but the Thunder against everyone else, they roll everyone. So they'll probably be the overall number 1. But I think the Wolves could, like I said, fall anywhere from 2 to 5, and it'd be sweet to get the 2 seed.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the 5th. We're 8 games behind. San Antonio's 2, Denver's 3rd, Houston's 4. So I mean, it's really a toss-up between the 3, 4, 5. Like we can move up fast if we go on a run. But yeah,
and
I don't know.
think the hanging stress of trade deadline, now that it's done, I think the players can officially lock in. Because like I don't know what it was, maybe just because I saw all these rumors, and I know these players see the rumors, but the Wolves were one of the top contenders to get Giannis. So I wonder if Nas was feeling some type of way because I might be traded. Or I know Julius Randle, he looked off the last couple games where it just seemed like he didn't care. Like his post-game interview, he was just like, "Yeah, man, on to the next." Like it's like, what's wrong? Like, are you pissed that you might be traded? But now he's not. This is the team we got for the rest of the season. We're running with it.
Boom. And you see that like after All-Star break, you see a lot of teams like lock in because it really is like after All-Star break is the playoff run and you got to be playing your best ball. And I mean, it seems like the last 2 years the Wolves have made playoff runs. We've played good basketball after the All-Star break. It's like, and we're just a streaky team. Like, I mean, I don't follow every team closely like I do the Wolves, but like you can tell when we don't play good. You can tell how we're playing. It's like, frick, we need to figure this out. And like, you can tell that they are trying to figure it out. Like they're not just, they're young and you can tell they're young ballers. And
Ant's actually been battling some like nagging injuries all year too. So I think, cause he even said that he won't be, he said he's hesitant on All-Star weekend. Like he might just take it as a rest, which I think he should. You don't need to do anything All-Star break. Like, it's for the fans, cool, whatever. No, rest up, get yourself to 100% because just these last couple of games, like I know he hasn't been playing as many minutes as he normally does. Right. And even last night, it was last night against the Raptors, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So that whole stat line where the Wolves are 20-1 versus the Raptors, which I had no idea that was a thing. And he said last time we beat the Raptors, Bruce Lee was alive.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. So, and he made that comment. And it was hilarious, but it ended up being kind of it felt like a big game because they wanted to like whatever. beat them and end that streak. And
Beat him by
Ant
2.
had a moment in that game where he pulled up. It was kind of a heat check, and he airballed it. And
Okay.
then the whole crowd was going airball, and then he had a grin on his face, and he was
Yeah,
he's like,
he
"Come on,
wanted
I
it.
want to hear it." The same play, like the clips on ESPN or on
Yeah, I think I've
Instagram,
seen
and
it.
it kept rolling. He had a steal, and then he dunked it. And then
Yeah.
he was like, "What? I don't hear you." And
Yep.
everyone was quiet, and they're just like,
Yep.
"Dude, he's
Yeah,
him, man."
he gets the people going. They play tomorrow night against the Pelicans. Lake Park, actually, they're going to play. They play Saturday in the Target Center. So both of the
Oh,
basketball teams
sweet.
are going to watch the game tomorrow night. They're pretty excited about that. But I mean, the
Pretty cool.
Pelicans are probably the worst team in the NBA, but they'll still have a fun game. They'll get to see all the boys play. So
Yeah, that'll be
because no
sick.
one's really injured, but yeah, I mean, we probably missed a couple things about the trade deadline, but I mean, I did see something about Kevin Durant, like, because it was always up in the air if Kevin Durant would be a destination or like Minnesota would be a destination for Kevin Durant. And I guess he said he did not want to go there because Chris Finch, which was, I didn't know that was a story, but he mentioned
Oh,
he didn't want to play for Finch, which I don't know if he's had history with him or I don't know.
I
Kind of
know
weird.
Finch kind of speaks his mind, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
doesn't necessarily sugarcoat anything. So, and I know he, I think he shit talks other players while we're playing them,
He probably does.
and like because I know he does not appreciate SGA's game and like to bring up the
No.
free throw merchant stuff.
And he
Chris
talks
Finch
about it.
hates
Yeah.
it. Oh yeah, he
Mhm.
makes jokes about it all the time, and I bet you he says things, or maybe
I remember
during the
like,
series with the Suns, you know, like in the first round. Uh,
yeah,
was it 2 years ago?
2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe he was shit talking Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant don't
Yeah.
take that lightly, you know. So who knows?
hmm Well, I remember he said like, yeah, just can't touch SGA. So I don't know what else to do. Like, he said that just at the press conference,
He's
and
like,
it's like, yeah,
it just blows my mind. He's like, the kind of whistle that guy's got, I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's like,
it's
all
true
right,
though. Like,
yeah.
I mean, and he's still doing it, and it's gonna be like that the rest of the
I
year.
had saw online that Cooper Flag is getting kind of a pretty uh like strong whistle in his favor, and I saw a clip where Jaylen Brown for the Celtics was pissed, and they
Okay.
caught it on the mic, and then the color guys were saying, "Yep, Cooper Flag's back at the line," and then Jaylen Brown walked by and was like, "He's a rookie. What kind of rookie gets that whistle?" And then
Uh-huh.
the color guys commented, and they're like, "Exactly what Jaylen Brown said. He is a rookie, and he's in fact shooting free throws."
Yes, he is. Yeah,
But
I
it's
mean,
like,
he's
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
he's kind of the guy they're pushing at the front. He's good. He's a
Another
Duke
funny
guy,
thing
but
with that, so there is a pretty heavy glaze for Cooper Flag, which is fine, whatever. I
yeah,
think he's really good, but
yeah,
this one tweet just made me laugh my ass off because uh, it was like ESPN said, I think it was ESPN, it was one of the sport news things,
yeah.
whatever. They said, "Is Cooper Flag the best rookie we've seen since LeBron?"
Oh,
And like
okay.
to spark conversation, and then the guy subtweeted was like, "Are we forgetting about the 7'5" demigod who plays for the Spurs?" And I was like, "Yeah,
Dude,
why is Wemby getting forgot about? That dude
yeah,
is
Wemby
unreal."
is different. I mean, we talked about it earlier this year, or this like when we started the podcast. The dude is a freaking alien. Like
Yes,
he's
he's a
unreal. Like
demigod.
I think isn't he leading the 3-point percentage in the West or something like that? And he's
There was a
7'5" and
crazy graphic where through the amount of games he's played, he has more like threes made than Steph Curry.
yeah,
through
that's the
through the
stat.
same amount, like,
Yes.
but it was Steph Curry more blocks than Hakeem Olajuwon, and then
Yeah.
it was like it was absurd. Like he had like every category with these massive names, and it's like
Yeah,
my.
he's freaky. Like
And I know the game's changed and stuff; it favors offense more, and
I don't know.
so
I don't
yeah,
want to play the
whatever. But
Spurs. I don't want to play the Spurs in the playoffs. Have them play someone else. Like I
have
don't
them play
know.
the
It's
Thunder, have the
the
Thunder
Sun.
take care of them, and then we play the Thunder.
Yeah, I would like that. That wouldn't be bad. Um
Or fuck that. Sorry, my language. Bring the Spurs on. I need to see
okay.
Ant baptize the alien. Whack!
Yes. Welcome to Earth, mother fricker.
Welcome to Earth.
That'd be
That'd be sick.
sick. But yeah, NBA, we're gonna start kind of tightening down on that, following it a little bit. Uh, just a little transition here, like We do have the Olympics coming up, but before we get to the Olympics, I was going to talk a little bit about that. But NHL, obviously, we're starting to get to
Yep.
that break because all the NHL players basically play in the Olympics. Like, there's a ton of them from every country that are going to
Yep.
be going over here in the next couple of days.
Where is the Winter Olympics?
It's in Italy.
It's Italy. Okay.
Something starts with an M, Italy. But yeah, it's in Italy, and it's actually their time isn't that much different. So like most of the stuff will be like early morning into the early afternoon.
Right.
And then so we'll get to watch most of it. Like I freaking cranked out some curling this morning, watched the women's hockey
curling's
team.
tough.
But the Wild have 3 players on the USA team. We got Matt Boldy, Quinn Hughes, and Brock Faber. So those are our
Brock
3
Faber's
guys.
on the Team USA.
Yep,
That's awesome.
Brock Faber. And I was kind of looking at rosters today, and on the women's side, the women's hockey team, they have a lot of UMD players, University of Minnesota, a lot of the girls from the Minnesota Frost, so it's pretty sweet. But yeah, the NHL, the Wild are playing freaking awesome. Like,
I think we're like 5 games back from overall number 1. Like,
yeah,
if we were in the other conference, if we were in the East, we would be number 1 in the East.
Yeah,
but
I think I was looking at it earlier. Yeah, sorry, go ahead. I'm gonna look this up.
No, that's all I was saying. The Wild are playing great hockey, and
yeah,
it's fun to watch. The game last night against the Sabres was sick.
Overtime
a lot of goals,
winner, right?
Yeah, overtime winner, and Matt Boldy had a hat trick in the first 13 minutes of the game.
Yeah, I know that. I saw that stat. I'm like, hey, if you're gonna be hot going to the Olympics, I'd love to see that.
And our first line on overtime is Boldy, Kaprizov, and Quinn Hughes. It's decent. It's all right.
Yeah.
So if we go to OT, that's a pretty
3-on-3. I remember watching that overtime. We ended up losing that overtime game, but yeah, like seeing those guys out there is freaking scary.
Quinn Hughes is starting to get comfy too. It's fun.
Yeah, so we're at 78 points, and number 1's at 83. So we're relatively close. We're 5 points behind.
And then in the other division, under the division or other division, isn't it like 77 is number 1?
Yeah, Tampa Bay is 76.
76. So we'd be number 1 in the other conference.
Yeah, because Colorado's always been good. I think our only kryptonite right now is our goalie position. We're kind of struggling right now. Like, we have goal scorers up the ass, obviously. We know that. I mean, Matt Boldy scored 3 goals in 12 minutes or something.
Yeah.
But the object of the game is to score more goals than the other team, and we're giving up a lot of goals like we are. And I know we were trying to shuffle around and maybe go get a goalie. I mean, we had Marc-Andre Fleury practicing with us the last couple of weeks,
really?
Just in case we were going to trade. We weren't going to trade Gustafsson, but we were going to trade. Wait, who's our goalie? It's Gus, right?
I'll have to. Yeah, he's one of them because we rotate between.
Yeah, it's him and the other guy. He has a foreign name, I think. Let's just see here. Splits. I want goalie. Not skating stats. See, I don't even know how to read. Like, I love hockey. I love watching it. I know the rules, but I do not know how to read. Wallstead, and then it's Gus, right?
Gustafsson, yep.
Yeah, so Wallstead's been playing like ass. So we were trying to find something, but I don't know.
His stats are actually better than Gustafsson.
Are they better than Gus? Okay, then maybe Gus playing like
less games, but Gus is 20-9, and Wallstead is 14-5, and then Gus has a 90.7 save percentage, and Wallstead's got a 91.4.
Okay, so maybe they are pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. It got 90% of the shots are saved. What the hell? Like, I don't know, but yeah, I mean the Wild.
As long as their offense stays hot, they could score 11 goals if we score 12. So.
Yeah, and we stay healthy. That's the big thing. I mean, obviously they're not going to get this rest like they do every year because they're going over to Italy to play hockey.
Which could be all right though, because I know some people when they get a long break, a lot of them utilize it for rest. But when you get in flow state, you don't want to break that up. If you're playing hockey and you're staying healthy, that's the number one thing. But just you don't fall out of that flow state. So.
I know that it's like somewhat like they'll still have a couple games that'll be played when they're still playing at USA. And I know like the last time we played the Olympics, there was like a little break that they give those guys when they come back. So it might be a little while before we see them play for the Wild again. But I don't really know how it works. We'll have to see. But the USA team, it's some type of anniversary for the 1980 team for the Miracle on
Miracle
Ice.
on Ice.
It's some type of anniversary. I don't know if it is, but they're pumping out merch that's 1980. They're pumping out that new documentary on Netflix. I still got to watch that. But this USA team is not to be effed with, dude. Like, so we got two sets of brothers. I looked into this. I mean, we got the Hughes brothers, Quinn, and then his other brother who's a forward. And then we have this is how you say their last name, Kachuk, but it's with a T. You know, they're freaking bullies. So one's a defenseman, and like they get into fights. And it was, what was that tournament that they did a couple years ago? The four teams face off, the four nation face off or whatever.
Yep.
And the Kachuk twins were the guys who dropped the gloves at the puck drop and fought Canada. So, and yeah, we're going to see some of that. Like obviously the Olympics, they tried to stay away from the fighting, but it's going to be chippiness, especially against Canada.
It's going to be ruthless.
Kachuk,
for your nation.
Yeah, because the older Kachuk plays for the Ottawa Senators, so he plays in Canada, and he plays against all these Canadian guys, because it's weird how that plays out, because a lot of the Canadian guys do stay on the Canadian teams in the NHL a little bit. Some of them come down, a lot of them are on American teams, but a lot of the good ones stay up in Canada, and he's one of the better Americans that are up in Canada. So
that's sick.
Yeah, we'll see some good games. I think obviously we have the best roster.
Do they kind of do the way like Olympic basketball is? Like, do they do group play?
Group play.
And then it moves into knockouts and then...
Yeah, so it's a group play and then it goes into like round of 16 and then tournament style.
Oh,
I think I think it's tournament style. I had the bracket looking at it earlier. It was on like Peacock, but let's see if they have any Olympic stuff on ESPN here. Yeah, here we go. Scores, medals, ice hockey. Let's go ice hockey, because the women played today. They played against Czechia, and they won. They won big, actually. It's actually like there's a Bismarck native on the team. She's a younger girl. A lot of Minnesota girls are on the team. It's freaking sweet. But okay, so let's go men's ice hockey. Group A is going to be Canada, Czechia, France, Switzerland, and then we're in Group C with Latvia, Germany, and Denmark. Not too worried about that. But Finland, Sweden's didn't even make it. Yeah, it's interesting. Oh yeah, Sweden's right here. Never mind. But yeah, the Olympics are going to be fun. Obviously, what's your favorite Olympic event? Winter Olympic event?
Winter Olympic? I'm huge on the freestyle snowboarding. That's so sick. I always flash back to Shaun White, you know, like he was like we talk about frequently on the podcast where there's certain guys that are just levels above other people. And Shaun White is just that. Like they're like the silver medalist went on a run. It was cool. He like went down the half pipe, you know, getting it, whatever.
Yeah.
And, oh, look at the air on that. Da, 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 and he's doing these things. It was good. Then Shaun White goes and he's just got this aura. I remember it vividly. He was wearing like
when
all
he had
black.
the long hair.
Yeah, long hair.
He was so sick.
The one I think about is when he had it nice and chopped up, but he was wearing all black. And he had like double the amount of air that these other guys were getting, and everyone's like, oh, there's Shaun White. And I'm like, what is this guy doing? And then he went on the run, and then everyone's like, that's it. There's your gold medalist. Like, it's not even close.
There's levels to this shit, all right?
Yeah.
No, I remember that when he was young, and they said, oh, yeah, they had a long night, whatever. And then, like, he was, were you drinking? You grabbing a drink, Shaun?
Yeah,
what'd you say? He's like, Mountain Dews, baby.
Yeah, he's like, you said drinks. Shaun, you're 19. He's like, I'm talking Mountain Dews, baby.
That's such like the snowboarder mentality.
Yeah. But the snowboarding's sick, and obviously hockey. That's kind of what Winter Olympics in my mind are. It's like, all right, let's watch the nations play hockey. This is what it's about.
Yeah, I love the hockey's obviously like that's my favorite, but I really enjoy the alpine skiing, the freaking downhill,
Oh, getting
the
around the
slaloms.
flags.
And so Lindsey Vonn, during training, she like tore her ACL and she said she's still racing. She's still going to do it.
She's bracing it up.
Yeah. So shout out Lindsey Vonn, first of all. Absolute
Yeah.
dog. But yeah, so that's going to be sick also. Curling, I'm still trying to get there. Still trying to get it. But shout out
I'm about
Minnesota.
to join a curling league though.
Yeah,
I need to do like men's night, like that. That'd be sick.
The
Mecca, and then we might fuck around and end up in the Olympics. You never know.
Yeah, honestly. Okay, the Mecca for United States curling is in Duluth, Minnesota.
Oh, that's sweet.
It is. And then so a bunch of the people on the Olympic team are not from Duluth, but they're on the UMD Bulldog team. I guess they're like 10-time national champions. Like they're in
Hell yes.
Yes. So shout out the Bulldogs for being the freaking curling masters. But yeah, so the Olympics are going to be sweet. I'm looking forward to it. I think the opening ceremony is actually probably going on right now. But yeah.
Yeah, that's sick. No, I'm messing with hockey pretty heavy like recently. Like it's sick. Like give me flashback to a little bit or jumping back to NHL. Give me a nice Saturday night. Let's say we're in the conference finals and it's game 6. Winners moving on to the Stanley Cup. Give me a Saturday night in B-dubs with the boys watching the Wild. Come on, man.
Give me a Wild Herd on tap. Right? $3 tall beer.
$3 tall Wild Herd for the Wild, baby. We're doing that. We're doing that.
Yeah, I'm with that. I remember last time the Wild made that playoff run. It was maybe 2-3 years ago, probably 3 years ago. I was in college and it was during spring after spring ball and we had a super nice day, college students during a super nice day. You go outside and enjoy yourself. And I remember I have a video with Kaz and Shaden. They're playing in the street. They're playing baseball catch, and I'm sitting in a chair in my Wild sweater drinking a beer. And I remember taking a video just the boys playing catch. And then I was just pre-gaming the Wild game, and then
okay, you got to tailgate it. Heck yeah.
Me and Gary would be watching the game, and
because NHL runs into April, and then Stanley Cups.
Yeah.
Spring. It starts in April, it goes through May, and then I think June, like first week of June.
June is the Stanley Cup. Yeah, it goes all the way to summer.
Yeah, it's close to the NBA finals. I remember.
Yeah, I know both because I would just love to see Minnesota we're the state of hockey in the
Watch
United
the Wolves
States.
get it done and the Wild get it done. Makes us forget about the Viking season.
That would be a world-class makeup.
And then the Vikes bounce back and they crawl back, and then we go freaking boom, boom, Super Bowl.
And then JJ McCarthy throws for 52 touchdowns and 5,000 yards.
And 9 is a Super Bowl champ.
9. He's gonna have a press conference next year. Yeah, I'm strictly going by 9 this year. So when you raise your hand, if you call me JJ, I will freaking rip your throat out.
He doesn't even have a name on the back of the jersey. It's literally just a number.
Just the number. No, it's the number and then a little number on his nameplate. Just says 9.
Oh my gosh. Put this guy in a kennel.
I think he does. He sleeps in he just reminds me of like when you walk into a house and he's probably like in the corner against a pole, just caged up.
Or he's in his pantry with the light off doing drop backs. Just figuring shit out. Mental reps.
Or like, not to expose one of our brothers, but when PJ we used to catch him. Sorry, PJ, I'm embarrassing you right now. But we used to catch him like in the bathroom. He'd be looking in the mirror and he'd be practicing his cadence. He'd be like, "Go, ready."
Well, no, it'd be more than cadences. He'd be practicing like speeches. Like he'd be.
Yes.
Sorry, PJ. He'd be like.
I did it too.
He's like, we got a big playoff game tomorrow. I remember him in high school. He's practicing what he's going to say in the huddle. He's like, come on, this is Lane Field.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, Peter, what? Hey, get out.
Hey, I can't lie. I did the same shit. I did it in the shower, though.
You got to practice.
Like, yeah, you got to be ready to hype your boys up, especially in that leadership role, dog. You got to be ready.
Absolutely.
You got to know exactly what to say, get under those guys' skin, get them ready to go. But yeah, freaking A. Yeah, we could talk about the Volk fight a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one. Volk, my thing on that is Volk is just so freaking smart, and his
Yeah.
strategy he's just seasoned, man. He's a seasoned vet, and he should be in the talk as one of the greatest of all time because
Yeah, he's a champ.
after that performance, like I think the stat was he's had 11 title defenses or 11 title fights,
Hmm.
which is absurd.
Yeah, like that's I mean, he's a Hall of Famer for sure, that
Oh yeah,
like UFC
without a
puts
doubt.
guys in the Hall of Fames early and he's definitely going to be. I was actually before we talk more about the fight, but I was listening to Joe Rogan and he had Gable Stevenson on. Gable Stevenson is a world-class wrestler,
Yep,
U of M national
next
champion.
heavyweight champ.
So yeah, he went to WWE and now he he was saying on the podcast that like he loved the WWE, thanks everyone for the time they gave him, and he like there's no hard feelings there, but he had this competitive itch that he could not scratch without being in an actual competitive world. And now he is training. Had his first dirty boxing. Dirty boxing's a league right now. It's kind of MMA, and he had
Hmm.
his first match, and he absolutely demolished. And who's in his corner is what's going to be the game changer. He has freaking the GOAT, John Jones, in his
John the
corner.
Bones Jones.
He trains with him, everything. So Toe
Yeah.
Tap is going to be a backer of Gable Stevenson being the
Oh
next
yeah.
big thing.
Well, he's in also the league you were talking about. Was it in an octagon?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. So it's an affiliate of UFC, I think. I don't know
it is.
exactly. It's like
It's
tiered down, obviously, but
it's like PFL kind of.
he literally threw a right hook immediate to a double leg takedown. Like,
Yeah, I know.
and he knocked him out with that right hook, but he was ready for the second
And
move,
yeah, he
and it was
scooped
so
him.
quick. Yeah, scooped him, and I was like, "What the
The
hell?"
speed he has, like, okay, so obviously I've been in the world of wrestling for 2 years now, like real wrestling. Never wrestled in my life. I coach wrestling now. I don't know why, but I do. I'm an assistant coach, but like the way he did that, there's a move called an ankle pick in wrestling. So you basically uh you get your hook in here, behind his head, and then you pull him down and then you grab an ankle and trip him.
Yeah.
But he did a version of that with a lethal hook and then punched him and did it, which was like, okay, this dude's
It
putting it
was,
together.
yeah, he's so fluid, and like, mark my words, he's going to be a heavyweight champ in the UFC.
And like Joe Rogan was saying that like the heavyweight division is very not competitive really. Like
Hmm.
there's Stipe, there's there's your Cyril Gons, but he's kind of out. There's who's the other big guy? There's only like four of them that are really actual contenders.
Derek
And
Lewis trying to get fights, but his last
Derek Lewis
performance was
is yeah,
pitiful.
it was
He's
not good.
done. But
Yeah,
Tai Tuivasa has also lost, I think, 6 in a row.
see that's the thing. And then
And
like John Jones is semi-retired.
oh,
He was
who's the Polish polar bear?
oh
Pavlovich or
I think so. I forget his
Pavlo
name,
or
but
something. I don't know.
yeah.
He's pretty good, but
But they were saying that like John Jones is semi-retired right now, but he was talking about like I don't know if Gable was able to say this, but he said John told him that he wants his last match to be at the White House,
yeah,
and
White
that
House
could
card.
be kind of the passing of the torch. You put Gable on the card too, not
Hmm.
against him obviously, but you put Gable at that fight, and then you see that passing of the torch. So
Yeah. Well,
because
and I 100% feel that Gable, when he gets to the UFC, he's going to get Dana treatment, which I'm all for, and it is a
yeah,
real thing.
it is.
I believe it, but like we just talked about with the heavyweight division. I mean, there's no other way. If you got a talent like him and a prospect like him, you streamline him. You put
I
him on a
know.
fight night. He gets his first UFC win. I don't even think he needs to do contender series, but he could go on that and just roll through it.
Yeah, like
But
and like because they were talking about like contender series, but in all of the weight classes, there's champions on contender series and
oh
other weight
yeah,
classes and stuff.
that's where Bo
But
Nichols started too,
the
and Patty.
the heavyweight division is not that. Like he said there's only like 4 or 5 guys that are champion fighters,
Yeah.
and like in the whole world. So when you have someone like an anomaly like Gable Stevenson and you don't have that vast amount of opponents, throw him in there.
Oh
Freaking
yeah.
give him a shot right away and see what he can do. And then obviously put your money where your mouth is if you're wrong. But I mean,
I
yeah, I
guess
don't
we'll
know.
see
I
what
think,
kind of chin he's got though too, because the fights he's just been steamrolling. I don't think he's been like hurt yet.
yeah. Well,
So
that's the same thing we saw with Brock Lesnar a little bit though. Like
yeah,
Brock came in here and no boxing background, just a wrestling background, and he came right into the MMA and he used his wrestling and heavy hands and he never got hurt really until he did. But
yeah, that
like
liver shot.
exactly, and he's like, "I never felt that before."
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
mean, yeah, Brock Lesnar's one of one though too, but I mean that
yeah,
dude's freaking built like a Greek god with lunch boxes for hands.
yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what Gable does. I hope he's taken his time though, which is smart. He's taken his time making sure he's ready before, because he knows he has the UFC on his doorstep whenever he wants
Oh
to.
yeah.
Like
Oh
he
yeah.
could reach out and be like, they would put him on. They'd honestly probably put him on a pay per view, probably prelim or lower card, but he he can do it whenever he wants.
Oh
So,
yeah.
but I'm a supporter. I would love to see Gable
Heck
freaking
yeah.
go into the UFC.
That'd be sweet.
Hmm. But yeah, Royal Rumble too. I mean, Brock Lesnar was in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Uh,
That
kind of
elimination is wild.
That was weird. It was
During
weird.
during Jey Uso's music, that's wild.
Yeah, didn't like that. Roman Reigns ends up winning the Royal Rumble, to you WWE listeners out there. I There's mixed opinions, but I think it's the right choice. I don't think you have anybody else. I mean, Cody would have been awesome. He's better in the chase though, and I think he's got a good feud going on. I think Punk and Roman is going to be the call, and I think you might have a fun like fatal four-way triple threat for the world title or for the
That'd be
universal
sweet.
title. So, but yeah, WWE was fun. UFC was fun this weekend. Had a great weekend. Got to see my
Yep.
niece, got to hang out with my brother. It
Yeah,
was
it was
fun.
fun.
I got to get my keys this weekend.
Yes, you do.
Um,
I'm looking at them right now.
okay, yeah, I'll have to do that. I don't know why I brought them, but
Can we give them through the screen?
yeah, I heard you can. Whoa. No, I'm kidding.
That'd be sick.
Uh, yeah, I might come to your place for the Super Bowl party though. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Uh,
watch Super Bowl.
yeah, I would watch Super Bowl. I'll probably have to leave that night. I don't think I have the day off on Monday, but
I don't either, which is a
unfortunately,
sin.
it's a sin. Let's start a petition here. Um, let's get it signed. Let's go. National holiday, President's Day, or no? Let's just
Just
screw it.
move
It
up
says,
President's Day. Move it a
yeah,
week
screw it.
this
Move
way.
it. You can do whatever you want. But yeah, it's gonna be great Super Bowl Sunday. I'm excited. Looking forward to it. Hope you guys are too. I did start cooking up a little something. I'm gonna use this podcast a little bit of an experiment to see any traction. I don't know if you guys will talk to me about it, but I did start a little bit of a Patreon account. And a Patreon is a thing. It's a social media platform for people up and coming. It's not necessarily like we're trying to make money, but this spring I'm gonna have a little more time not coaching, and it's able to do like exclusive stuff, whether that's like a chat or like a Zoom call with a bunch of fans, and it's like me and Jake and Sam talking to the people who want to join the Zoom call, and we can shoot the
Yep.
shit. Or it's like I want to start recording like a 10-minute segment about some news that came out, and I'll post
You
it on
drop it on
Patreon.
Patreon. Yeah.
Yeah, but the only caveat with that, I'm going to start it out as free, but like you can have a subscription base for that, and it's nothing crazy. I'll probably do like $5 a month, and that just helps if we want to. Like that would help us if we want to do some merch. We want to buy T-shirts, send them out to you guys, buy hats,
Improving equipment too.
equipment,
And
stuff like that. It's
yeah.
not going to be any type of income to us, and we understand that.
No.
But like it's something to make this podcast better for you guys.
For you guys.
So
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, Patreon, I'm going to get some information. I'll start pumping it out there. I would love to have those, fun little segments where, hey, we have a Zoom call at 7 p.m. If you guys want to join, subscribe to the Patreon, join the Zoom call, and maybe we'll watch a game together or something like that.
Yeah,
But
that'd be sweet.
it could be pretty cool. Yeah, we shot the shit. Another 40, 48, 50-minute podcast. It was fun.
Yeah.
Super Bowl Sunday. Go Pats.
Go Hawks.
Seahawks.
Let's
Let's go, baby. All right. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to follow. Make sure to like. Make sure to watch it. Watch it to the end. Okay. I see the stats. Some people watch a little bit, drop out, come back, watch. Watch it till the end. Put it on your car. Put it on while your baby's falling asleep. They want to hear my voice. I have a nice voice. Okay. But yeah, I love you guys. Yeah, toe tap to the moon, baby.
We out.
We out, boys. See ya. Love you,
Play
boys.
my music.
Wanna hit my music. Hit my music.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a reveal actually.
Oh. It was hot. Now it's Dallas.
Yeah, I'm not Morgan Wallen no more.